Greetings, fellow conquerors, and welcome back to Civilization 6 as Trajan's Rome. It's been a while since I uploaded this, but it's Civ, you know? Civ really is, in my opinion, the, kind of the, you know, not the newbies necessarily, but if you're new to strategy games, what kind of, what game would you recommend to people? I think Civilization, like any of the Civ games, is a fine suggestion to people who have never played, like, strategy games before. And that's kind of how I feel about this, and I think that's fine, honestly. I have no issues with that kind of concept, even, as for the game. But, let's get down to brass tacks. So, we're going to build a commercial hub right here, because it gives us 2 gold in Rome. And trade routes are... Now, I don't understand some of the finer details. I admit, like why you build certain things, and when and why. Like, I just mostly understand from watching the YouTuber slash Twitch streamer Filthy Robot is his name, and from what I mostly understand, from watching him is just like some of the meta and stuff. And all right, we've got some legions we can promote. I like +7 combat strength versus melee and ranged because we're currently on the attack, as it were, with our troops. I've been saying as it were way too much lately. Like, I made my Wargame Red Dragon, not necessarily review, but that's basically what it is, and pretty much every other sentence I was saying as it were. It just seems like a way of stating what you've already stated, and I appreciate that. Alright, we're going to research apprenticeship, get those industrial zones because production is OP. And, oh yeah, we've also got Hannibal Barca, who makes our legions actually, it helps them overcome their greatest weakness, which is their movement speed. Which, by the way, I find it especially ironic that as Rome we're using Hannibal Barca to, conduct business here. Ooh, France is getting very close to being the suzerain of Brussels, and that would spell trouble for us, because then we'd have to deal with their units, which would be less than ideal, I think. Now, I don't think that this city here has any kind of defenses, so we can just go ahead and straight up attack. It's not like Civ 5, where you have to worry about, oh, the city has fortifications, and so now I have to actually play intelligently, but now we can just basically Zerg rush the opposition here. We even brought a battering ram to help bring down the walls, and it just wasn't needed, I guess. Oh, France. Now, normally, in the meta, I will say this, in the meta of Civ 6, the infantry are just kind of very middling, very mediocre. But because we're Rome, I feel like building a barracks to build just to focus on heavy infantry as our kind of style is a really cool thing since we're playing against the AI and not against other people. Alright, you need to keep repairing things. Alright, I don't think this one French warrior is going to cause any real trouble, so we're just going to leave him be. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong as a result of letting him live, right? Okay, I want to move this unit. I guess that was my general. Okay, there we go. So I'd say, I'm can I not move the Legion? And apparently I wasn't even clicking on the Legion, so mistakes were made, I guess. And that's another city taken. We've captured a builder from France. Very nice. Honestly, I just kind of want to raise it. It would be a light warmonger penalty for keeping it, but we're just going to raise it. I don't really care about a 2-pop city. We are getting a God, words. We're getting a bonus somewhere about something that has completely slipped my mind that I was going to talk about, but never mind, I guess. It wasn't important. Alright, let's get the troops into position here. Alright, let's fortify this legion until it's healed. And, oh, the new update added in the ability to set units to the alert status, which is really, really nice. Because now they can wake up when a unit is nearby and they're, threatened. Which is awesome, as you might imagine. Let's see. Ostia here doesn't have a great amount of housing. Is there any way we can change that? I don't think with our current setup that we actually can make a big difference out of this. So what we're going to do is build a commercial hub instead. It's simply because having that commercial hub is going to allow us to get more trade routes and thus effectively improve the city, despite being unable to improve the city. Is Brussels... Yep, France became their suzerain. I suppose we should have seen this coming, right? But... I mean, oh well. Alright, we somehow didn't one-shot that warrior. We only did 96 damage to it. Ooh. I would really love to take out this horseman and settler here, if at all possible. Alright, we can build a plantation here on these bananas. And, yeah, there was an update. I haven't really talked about that much in this episode, but it did add some pretty nice things to it. And holy crap, Brussels. What is your deal? I gotta... Attack of the city-state, I guess. Like, I don't want to get within range of his city, But these legions do also have, like, 47 combat strength base. 50 when you count, with the bonus from oligarchy. So, it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and kill this archer. Okay, apparently we didn't kill it. We failed. The Republic has failed. Rome will fall. This is getting kind of silly, but ooh, a trade route we could plunder. I don't know. Let's be patient. Oh, there's an encampment there. Well, that's less than ideal. Oh, come on. 2 archers killed that legion. I don't really much care for the city-states, like... I don't know, I'm so much more used to EU4, I guess, where, battles are fought on, like, a much larger scale, and not just these, like, oh, well, they had archers that can shoot over 2 geographic tiles for some reason, even though later game units are incapable of that for whatever reason. I don't know. Something really irks me about that, actually. But I digress. Alright, we're going to plunder this trade route. Give us 50 gold. Very nice. Alright, Marseille can continue. We'll just continue repairing their buildings, because broken buildings are bad. We're going to build some walls in Antium, because I suspect that at some point we're going to be in a war where that becomes an issue. So... I didn't mean to sleep the unit there, I just meant to skip turn. She wants us to give back Marseille. I don't think that's gonna happen, France. Make a better peace deal. This is just getting silly. Alright. Let's go ahead and give them Tortoise as well. I don't see a reason, like... I don't know what can scale cliff walls actually means. Like, I don't know. I'm tempted to just, like, you know what? I am actually going to just look this up. Actually, now that I just go ahead and open Le Google and check this out. Let's see. I did so unprofessional of me, but I really want to know what this actually does, because it's a really important decision considering that we already picked up Battlecry. Let's see, Commando Civ 6. Let's see what it actually does. I think this is an important piece of information. In spite of the now riveting screen that is presented to you while I'm looking this up. Alright. Description: can scale cliff walls. Okay, that literally the wiki just says what the in-game tooltip says. Why does nobody else think that this is like a really unclear tooltip? If it's let's click on cliff. Let's see where this hyperlink takes us, because we're apparently going on an adventure. I'm still probably leaning towards tortoise, just because it's really good, especially here in the early game. Oh, literally all this does, this commando ability, literally all this does is allow you to go up. Oh, we're apparently in the medieval era, guys. Cool, we can build industrial zones. Literally all this promotion does, apparently, is let you like climb up these instead of having to go through the shore. That is like the most situational, worthless upgrade I can like think of. We're gonna pick up tortoise and get bonuses to like, you know, survivability, because it's way more useful. Music kind of chopping in and out for whatever reason. Good one. We could research archery, but why? Let's just go for engineering. Get our unique bath district, which replaces the aqueduct. Go ahead and skip your turn. And why didn't I just go for a science victory? I'd be done already. I mean, probably not actually, but let's see. We took 10 damage from an enemy archer. So let's just go ahead and kill these, get 6 XP, just kind of farm them a little bit. Let's see, you're close to leveling up. You would definitely level up from the kill, just because you're so close to leveling up anyway. Let's go ahead and do that. And we've captured a settler as well. And so I think it would be most appropriate to just settle, you know, where France was previously, but also we could consider settling on the coast as well. That would be quite useful. And then we could kind of block Norway's expansion as well, which would also be like really nice, I think. Okay, we're gonna fortify this unit, or at least skip his turn. And then should Rome have walls? Probably. But they are also almost out of housing, and so I'm gonna build a granary to kind of help alleviate that. Let's go ahead and skip his turn. Let him heal a little bit. The archer spam, please, let it stop. Stop the violence. Apparently someone got a promotion. It wasn't this guy. Okay. Must be him. Yeah, it must be this legion right here. Let's go ahead and give him battle cry again. Battle cry is I quite like it. I mean I like both of those first promotions because those are actually like direct combat buffs, but otherwise, I could go one way or the other. Historically, this cracks me up because we're fighting like literally like a hundreds of years war with the French here. They want Marseille back, but you're not getting it back. Oh, how unfortunate! My chariot archers are gonna come out or something. Oh look, there's that warrior. He's doing things. I'm not saying we predicted this happening, but we may or may not have predicted this happening. Well, let's just have Marseille build something. We can claim a great person. We have a great merchant. We gain 100 faith and 1 free copy of a luxury resource on this tile next to your capital city. So the nice thing about this would be if we did this, we could essentially get another luxury resource that we could trade away. But I don't know. That's really situational. The on this tile, on this tile to your capital city. So how many luxury resources do we actually have? Let's like actually bother reading about this and do things about it. So where's the actual friggin' like resource? Maybe it's under trade routes. No, of course not. Why would it be? Is there like just okay? View reports. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. We're not cooking with anything except fire, probably because we're in the ancient age, but. We've got one source of marble. Let's see, those 2 cattle aren't really relevant. The stone, I'm not sure if this is a luxury resource or not. I think stone's just a bonus resource. We have 1 tea and 1 cinnamon. So, like, getting a bonus resource would actually be really helpful. But if and only if we can actually trade with other people. Let's see. So Germany has 1 wine, so he's not really going to trade that away because he would lose in the end. And how about Norway? You got anything? He has 1 fur. So, and then of course we have Brazil, who probably wouldn't trade with us because he doesn't like us. But let's see. Big deal. He has nothing. So, yeah. We're just gonna let that one go. You know, I think we're just gonna pass on this great person because I don't really see much use for that. Like, I don't think having more than 1 luxury resource does anything. I know it didn't in Civ 5. I don't think it does in this game either. But let's go ahead and just pass, and we'll get more points towards the next one. Alright, but anyway, that's going to be the end of this episode. We are now marching on Paris and getting ready to attack. Less turns passing by, obviously. We got through, like, 11 turns in 15 minutes. But anyway, hope you guys are having fun, and I'll catch you on the next one.